is LBC News. So everybody impacted in some way from the coronavirus changing our lives, but for particular parts of society, we know that it's even harder. The high death rate among Filipino nurses in the UK during the pandemic was revealed in the Public Health England review. It found the proportion of COVID-19 infections in the nursing workforce was highest among Asian ethnic groups, and the risk of dying from the virus was higher in Black, Asian and minority ethnic groups than in white ethnic groups. Even before the results of the review, concerns were raised about a disproportionate number of deaths among Filipino health and care workers in the UK, with some estimates placing the figure at nearly 50. Let's speak to Rowena, who runs the Romulo Cafe and Restaurant in London, a Filipino restaurant. Good to have you on the programme. First of all, let us know exactly what you've been doing to help those on the front line during the pandemic. What did you do?
During lockdown, when a friend approached us and asked if we could prepare some meals for them, we reopened on May 1 for pure delivery and takeaway. And together with several very generous private donors, we've actually prepared over in the last 2 months 1,000 meals.
Wow.
For the our NHS frontliners, delivering to various hospitals in London.
And that must have been greatly appreciated and a taste of home.
Yes, absolutely.
And tell me, how did you adapt the business? Did you turn into a delivery or takeaway business? Some restaurants did that, some took a long time, and some just stayed closed.
Yeah, we converted our operations to a pure no-contact takeaway and delivery service. Although, we had always, pre-lockdown, offered delivery through the usual online platforms, like Uber Eats, Deliveroo, etc. But, we also recognized that many of our customers lived outside the boundary of these traditional food delivery companies. And so, we tried to expand and reach out in, 2 ways. One, we developed an online, on-demand delivery app through a third-party courier service so that we could actually reach customers up to a radius of 5 miles. And then, by enlisting some Filipino drivers that were not working at that time, we were able to offer scheduled deliveries to different parts of Greater London. And this was really to cater to our diners' stay-at-home circumstances. So I'm referring to, delivery areas like Bromley, Croydon, or the likes of Harrow, Kingston upon Thames, Staines, and I have actually gained a regular set of customers, who look forward to that, Filipino fix, every 2 weeks.
And what about the Chancellor's measures, the cut in VAT, the Eat Out, Dine Out scheme? Do you welcome them? Do you think they'll work?
Yes, absolutely. I'm quite reassured by, the government's measures to keep restaurants afloat. And, we registered for the Eat Out to Help Out scheme. I think it comes at the right time. I think people are, likely to stay put in the country this summer. So it may prove, just the right ticket to make them support local and homegrown businesses like ours.
And for people that are nervous about returning to restaurants, because a lot of people have been out of their homes and they're not going to offices, how are you making sure that they feel safe if they come?
Well, we've implemented several measures to safeguard the health and welfare of both our staff and guests, following an extensive risk assessment. So prior to reopening for dine-in, we commissioned a professional cleaning company to administer clinically tested chemicals in the air covering the entire surface of the restaurant. And this acts as a protective shield against bacteria and viruses. We also installed antibacterial door handles and replaced all our door push plates to help control cross-contamination. Screens have been installed and the layout of the tables have been rearranged in the restaurant to facilitate social distancing. Complimentary sanitizers, gloves, masks available. Our staff wear masks and gloves. Customers who prefer, a touchless or contactless service can now order and pay directly on their mobiles. So really, we've enhanced our overall sanitation policies in the restaurant to ensure that our guests have a safe dining experience with us.
Sounds like you've done lots of work there. Rowena, Romulo, thank you very much for your time. Your headlines are coming up here on LBC News.